Yeah, yeah. So, how you been, man? I know you had your surgeries.
Yep. Had a
How's
couple of them.
how's that recovery coming for you?
Good. The cancer looks to be all gone, completely. After the first checkup, there's no sign. So I have to keep checking every 3 months, I think it is, for a year or two. The only problem with the surgeries were when they repaired my left rotor cuff. Um, it was great. Went through therapy and everything, and it was strong and it was great. And then when they did the surgery for my prostate surgery, I didn't realize this, but they lay you on. I knew they laid me on my back, but then they put your feet up in the air 25 degrees, and they strap you down super tight around your shoulders. And my arm has been left arm. It's like I never had the surgery. It's back to terrible, but the doctor is assuring me it's going to heal. It's just going to take some time.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, so it's just doing some therapy here at home and that sort of thing.
Right,
And
right.
yeah, but really all is really good. I'll be retiring in about what's this? This is about 6 weeks, I guess. January 9th is my last day.
Oh, nice,
So I
nice.
super excited about that.
I got 20 more years.
It goes by boom like that. It really does.
So, by the way, real quick, I want to introduce you to my folks. This is my dad, Dwayne, and my mom,
Hi.
Linda.
Hi.
Hi,
I'm
it's
here.
nice to meet.
I'm just
Very
right
nice
off
to meet
the
you.
Nice to meet you. Come around.
Yes.
And
You
there's
got.
Morgan.
Hey, Morgan. Hey, how are you?
Oh, crap.
You got quite a son there. He is one of the best out there. I'm not saying that other than it's just true.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Um,
thank you.
he he's an inspiration. He's a great teacher. Yeah, so I feel fortunate to we've been getting to know each other quite a bit here in the last year. And,
Good. That's
Yeah,
nice to
it
hear.
only took 40 years to get him in gear to get going doing this.
well, sometimes it takes a little time. I've got one that's 42, and he's still got some learning ahead of him. But
I got
Yeah.
some learning to do too.
yeah, we all do. We never stop,
Yeah.
right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Every day. Yeah.
We never
Yeah.
stop learning.
Yeah.
But,
So, how's the Camaro coming along?
it's coming along good. Since I had the shoulder surgery and things have slowed me down a lot. Plus, my garage still isn't built yet. The new one that I'm building. That's running behind schedule. It'll be a lot easier to work on everything once I get everything moved out. My neighbor had a barn that I was renting, and then she moved, and the people moving in didn't want to rent it out. So all of a sudden, I'm left with two garages full of stuff, and only one garage left. So
Yeah,
it's packed out there.
We know how that goes.
Yeah, it's you collect stuff, and I don't know. I want to start getting rid of stuff, but not my tools and cars and motorcycles.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a lot of fun.
Lucky's DIY garage is in here. What's up, brother? No, I get it. Like we've maxed out our capacity once we got the CNC table.
Yeah.
So after that, I somehow acquired a shop press.
Oh, nice. That's good.
Well, it's not. It's nothing to write home about. It's a 12-ton. It's not Harbor Freight, but it's like a Harbor Freight one.
Yeah.
I haven't used it yet, but I do know that at some point it's going to be handy for a lot of things.
Definitely. You know what I use mine for a lot is let's say I'm hammer forming or trying to bend something a little bit just to get it into shape. I'll clamp it in the press, and just hold it there, and it's stronger than any clamp we have in the shop. And
Right.
it's real steady and stable. Mine is it's a 20-ton Harbor Freight. And I about a year or so ago, I put an air over oil cylinder on it. And if you're familiar with those, all you do is supply air to them, but they have a hydraulic section that really intensifies the pressure.
Right.
So in a small cylinder, you can get a lot of tonnage and real fast. You know, the ram comes down nice and fast.
Right.
And they have them for the same thing for the one you have too.
Right.
That size. But
So speaking of shop presses, hydraulic shop presses, years ago, I had a 07 Dodge Ram, and its front axle joints, like clockwork, would crap out every 12,000 miles.
yeah.
And we couldn't get the U-joint out. We actually broke 3 ball joint presses.
Really?
And then we took it to a truck shop, like a dump truck outfit.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a 60-ton or no 100-ton hydraulic power hydraulic press.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And what we ended up achieving there was we started bending part of the frame on the press, and we damaged the axle, and the U-joint never came out.
What was holding that thing in?
No idea, but I'm pretty sure. So by the time I finally got rid of that truck, for what I had in repair costs, I could have bought my Super Duty cash.
Wow.
I think it was honestly a factory lemon.
Yeah. May have been.
Yeah. But, that was the first vehicle I put my touches on. Like I've always tinted my windows. That's just something, because I hate getting blinded from the back or the side.
Yeah.
Head on's different because you can look away. But when you're getting it from all angles, it's a bit much.
Yeah. A little more traumatic.
Yeah. So, I did wheels and tires. I did custom lights on it. I did a bunch of stuff. It was a Cummins powered truck.
Okay.
We did EFI Live, so it had a 5-pin switch with different power settings.
Yes. Okay.
And that was the first thing I actually tricked out and made it my own, more so than just doing tinted windows and wheels and tires.
Yeah.
But man, that thing just it didn't nickel and dime me. It was thousands and tens of thousands at a time.
That's tough. And on a used truck, it's just, it's money that's just going away to give you something you already have,
Yeah.
but
see, like the thing so my Super Duty's a 2020. I think it was the first year for GM and Ford's 10-speed auto.
mm-hmm.
I bought that truck exactly how it sits. I haven't done a single thing custom to it. And so it worked out because I literally bought exactly what I wanted, set up, and I'm the second owner on it.
Oh, good. Yep.
And it's stock. It's not deleted. It doesn't have any of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But if they pass that deal in the government to where they're getting rid of the DEF systems and diesel emissions, I'm going to leave the truck alone until that filter clogs, and then I'll delete it.
Yeah, there you go. Right.
So, because I think it's like $2,500 or $3,000 to do the delete kit on it.
Wow.
But
nothing cheap about it.
To replace that filter is like $3,000 just for the part.
Yep.
They say they can't bake that one out because it's an entire piece instead of a 3-piece system.
Yep.
And I'm like, haven't you guys heard of a Sawzall? Just band clamp it back together.
Yep. Right. Exactly.
I mean, to be honest with you, that's what I would do. I would get under there with a Sawzall, cut it out, send it in, have it baked, and just clamp it back together.
Right. Absolutely.
So, but I don't need to do anything to it except drive it and cry when I make a payment.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting ready to sell my Ram 2500 HD, and it's been a really good truck, but I just picked up a 26 Sierra. First time I've ever leased a vehicle for myself. And, but it was like a deal I couldn't refuse, and I can still get my money out of the Ram. So I don't want to wait too long. But the man, it's powerful. It's just a great truck.
Well, Matt's a Dodge guy.
Yeah. He's got a Ram also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do
So do
we.
they.
I.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
And I love it.
I do too. I had a little trouble getting to know it, because there was just things that were so much different from my Ford. I'd had Ford trucks for a long time because Ford was my customer for about 10 or 12 years. When they started engineering a new aluminum truck, I got in on the very beginning of that. I worked for another company, but they were looking for people who had aluminum experience. So I had done a lot of aluminum prototype vehicles in my past. And they interviewed me and they said, yep, okay, we want you here. And so I worked for them, but through another company. I was our company's global key account manager for Ford. And the Fords were it was a really interesting thing to be a part of, because there's two welds on that body, on the Ford, aluminum body, and everything else is a mechanical joint. So we either put a rivet in it or just what's called a clinch joint, which is just taking two pieces of metal, pressing them together in a small little punch and die, and they form an interlock and they never come apart. And doesn't add any weight, doesn't put any holes in the material. And that was a lot of fun. Enjoyed that.
I just learned something because I had no idea it was put together like that.
Yeah. Now I think they might be doing some spot welding in the bed, but in the body, the cab, the underbody, all that is no welding, except on the roof. There's two little laser welds that they put on there, probably a few inches long, so it's almost nothing to it.
Right. Huh. That's a heck of a deal.
So you don't find parts falling off on the road when the welds rust out.
No. And to be honest, so I had a 08 F350, which was a steel body.
Yep.
And I was really on the fence about getting rid of a steel truck for an aluminum truck.
Mm-hmm.
But also that truck was, at the time we thought, seconds away from being a 9,000 pound lawn ornament, because it had the 6.4 in it and it was losing its head gaskets.
Oh yeah.
But I had I'd put over 200,000 miles on it.
Yeah, that's good.
With no major repairs other than the dipstick tube broke off at the oil pan. How?
Okay.
No idea. But no, just maintenance stuff, radiator hoses, water pump, and a radiator. Because I don't know about this truck that I got now, but the 08s have a 2-piece core support, and the top frame is magnesium.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, magnesium allows flex transfer through the radiator.
Okay, so it kind of come apart somehow.
Yeah.
Internally, yeah.
Because the tanks are on the side, not on top and bottom.
Yeah.
And they're plastic.
Okay.
And so it would split the tank away from the aluminum.
Yeah. It always
So-
surprises me when they put so much magnesium in the engine compartment, because once that starts to burn, you cannot put it out. It just has to burn out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is.
And isn't magnesium burns in water too?
Yes, it burns in water. That's why when these aluminum trucks in Florida start on fire, or in Arizona, they can't put them out because the battery burns, and then it starts the truck on fire, and they're aluminum, but they're similar in that way. They're very hard to extinguish, and the battery pack, you just can't, so everything burns up because the battery is the way it is.
Yeah. Well, I just the Japanese Army came to Washington to train with the U.S. Army, and we moved a lot of their equipment from the port to the training center, and none of us had ever seen this. Their howitzers are self-propelled.
Oh, okay.
They got a Subaru Boxer engine in them.
No kidding.
Yeah, they lift and lower on their own hydraulic system to plant themselves and move, and yeah, their tanks are all on wheels. There's no tracks.
Mm-hmm.
But I was talking with one of the guys there and asking him, what metals they use for their armament and stuff, and he goes, "It's just expensive steel."
Yeah.
Now I do know, like the U.S. Like 777s,
Mm-hmm.
their outriggers are titanium.
Yeah.
I used to work for a company long before I started driving truck called Precision Cast Corp. They make titanium hips, knees, all that stuff.
Okay.
And they do a lot of small engine, airplane engine parts.
Okay.
But one of the things they do have is large military contracts for the armor. Not like protective armor, but like weapons.
Yeah.
And I didn't know this until I worked there, but titanium has to be welded in a vacuum chamber because it's flammable.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's apparently it's highly flammable when you weld it.
Okay. Now, isn't titanium a lighter weight material?
Yes.
I thought so. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. It's lighter and supposedly stronger than steel of comparable thickness.
Mm-hmm. So the auto companies now are going to all of these ultra high strength steels and higher strength aluminum materials for their stampings. And a lot of the parts, they call it hot stamps, where they heat them up to 1800 degrees or something, then hit them once. But there are some problems with that material because, like boron, they use a lot of boron and martensitic materials, and
Right.
it's so corrosive. It really, really rusts easily. And so they're coming up with all of these new coatings and things that they put on them to try to keep them from rusting. But if you weld that material, it's very hard. Number one, it's very hard to weld because it's between on the Pascal scale, it's like 1,500 to 2,000 megapascals, which is 10 times harder than any steel, or maybe 100 times harder. It's just really, really, really tough stuff.
Does that when you work that steel, does it work hardened like armor does?
Not exactly the same, because like with armor or some of the other materials, you might have to hit them in a few different tools, and they get harder and harder and harder, and then they get to the point where you just can't do much with them. So you have to really process how you're going to build that part very carefully.
Right.
With the boron materials and the other ultra high strength steels, you can only hit them once. You can't heat them and form them again. They're just too strong. And so the design of the panels, they can't be used in every application because you can't like form flanges underneath something. You can go 90 degrees and flange out, but you can't. There's certain things you just can't do with it.
Right.
But it really is strong material.
So it's more of like a one and done thing.
Yes, it is. Yep.
Yeah.
And then the cutting has to be done in laser, or during that die process when it's hot, you can do a little bit of piercing, but usually they don't do that. Usually anything that's critical, trim lines are usually okay and stuff like that, but critical holes and things, they'll have to cut them with a laser, and just to get them in the right place, because this all happens after the part's formed.
Right. Do you ever watch there's a channel called Project Farm?
Have not seen it. No.
I don't know the guy's name, but his whole channel is based on reviews. Like he spends his own money and he'll buy a dozen of different manufacturers, same product.
Okay.
And he did. I was looking for because I got an Evolution chop saw, which is fantastic.
They're the best.
They are.
Mhm.
And so he did a bunch, or he used the Evolution saw itself, but he tested, I think, 12 or 14 different blades,
Okay.
and I mean, like, tested them each one to failure till failure.
Hmm.
And I didn't know this, but apparently, metal cutting blades do not perform well at all on AR 500.
Oh, really? Hmm.
Yeah, it actually damaged the carbide teeth, and it was, instead of taking, like 2 or 3 seconds to cut through a 4-inch, strip.
Yeah.
It was taking 20, 30, 40 seconds, in some cases a minute to cut through it.
Wow.
But an abrasion disc, like your on your 4-inch grinder, will cut right through it and have very little wear.
Yep. Yep.
So
And by the way, last night I was working on my Secret Santa project for YouTube, and
Oh, nice.
yeah, and I was using those cutoff wheels that you told me about,
Yeah,
and I'm really impressed with those. Really impressed.
yeah,
I was cutting some about, I think it's 3/16, maybe a little thicker angle iron, and it is pretty hard material, and no problem. I was really impressed. I'm like, wow, I'm gonna have to give Matt the Scrap Whisperer a little bit of a hard time, because I've been using what's that other one called? Something abrasives.
benchmark.
Benchmark abrasives, yeah. And
Yeah.
they're really good too. I mean, I can't really complain about them, but I think these beat it. And really good. And did you tell me about the Easy Arc?
Yes.
I use those too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we really like Easy Arc's 40 grit zirconia disc.
Yeah. They are great.
Yeah. So they have 2 different type of disc. They I can't remember what the name is or what word they use, but the way you can tell is one has an all red label and the other one has a red and black. The red and black has like 90 flaps per disc.
Okay.
And those things just chew and chew and chew. Basically, you can run it right down to the knuckle
Yep.
before you got to throw it away.
Wow.
So
Yeah, because some of that stuff you can go through them fast depending on what kind of material you're grinding on.
yeah, I haven't bought any, but I guess the 3M Cubitrons are really good for Rolox. Oh. Yeah, sorry, Morgan. Morgan's behind the scenes
She's doing
directing.
that sign language.
She's doing-
Yeah.
Hey,
We're fine
mom
just
and dad are
listening.
here. I know it's super exciting, but like,
Yeah, you guys got any questions or anything you want to share?
who is this? Hey, channel.
No, we're just like listening.
Oh, okay.
No, we're not building or tiling or doing anything right now. We're just,
So I have a question.
Let's be a part of
He's
it.
got a question.
yeah.
Is that your dog on your shirt? Is that a picture of your dog?
No, I wish it was.
Okay.
I have 2 of them though.
Good. Oh man, I love dogs.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah.
They are actually at our other son's house
Okay.
with the grandkids. The grandkids didn't want to give them up.
Oh.
Can they please stay? So yeah,
Yeah, they're so great.
Yeah.
yeah, my baby
We're
girl.
gonna pick him up on the way home tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a long drive or are you close by?
We're
They're
250 miles from home,
Okay.
so
Okay.
about an 8-hour drive.
Yeah.
no, we're not actually going home. We're actually going down her son's house to pick up the dogs, and then we're going down to
The other
Salem,
son's house.
and
Okay.
stay there
And
for
then
a couple
going
days.
then
and
going to the
Thanksgiving.
daughter's house for Thanksgiving, and then Saturday having another Thanksgiving. So
A lot of travel.
yeah,
See everybody.
Yeah.
family
Yeah.
time.
Yep. Yeah,
Uh,
this November, December, busy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Morgan's actually catering the 911 dispatch center for Thanksgiving.
Wow, that's awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's cool.
So because she has that, and that's a huge job. They've actually hired her how many times? That's 3 times, 4 times, about 3 times to cater for different holidays.
Okay.
So since she's doing that the day of Thanksgiving, we're gonna do Thanksgiving at my youngest brother's house down in Salem
On Saturday.
on the Saturday after.
Yeah. Yep, we're shifting our days around a little bit too now that my daughter is married, because they have a wonderful family. You know, we get along great, love them to death. Big giant Italian family, and they're awesome. You know, they're just so much fun. I mean, their family is like it's tight, you know, and it's
good.
a lot like less like we are, but but you know, now you got to trade your holidays around every year, so we'll probably do
we
ours.
used to have to do that too.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
So we'll do ours Friday or Saturday with them, and
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, the day of is not so much the thing. It's just the time you get to spend with the people you care
Yeah.
about.
right. You know, my wife came up with something. It's been years ago now. She calls it our thankfuls, and so she came up with this at Thanksgiving. You know, so everybody goes around the table and mentions something they're thankful for, and which is really nice. You know. But we also now do it for Mother's Day, Father's Day, birthdays, and it just really gets the whole family to think about one another, you know. And it's really nice if we say, if it's somebody's birthday, I appreciate that you do this, you know, or what something special about them, and I think that's a good.
I like
thing.
that. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a great
Nice.
idea.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I got some questions for you.
All right.
Let's see. Where do we start here? So what inspired you to start your YouTube channel?
Well, I guess it's been close to 5 years now, and I had written a book called The Edge of Eternity, and I was, you know,
That was going to be my question. How did you come up with that?
Mhm.
So-
yeah. And so I'm like, man, do I really want to go through the publishing process, or what's the best way to do it? You know, things like that. And my wife, Debbie, she says, why don't you do a YouTube channel and share it, you know, from that perspective instead of in a written book. And so I did. I started that, and I kind of combined that with all the cars and motorcycles and stuff and fabricating, and that's what got me going in that.
Nice. Yeah, I started mine because I couldn't find what I was trying to learn.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, well, I'm just going to teach myself and film it, whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent. We're going to learn together.
Yep. And people are learning from you. So
Yeah.
it's really been good, you know.
Yeah.
Have you listened to him talk and teach?
I have.
Yeah,
yes.
he does it. I've
He
told him
does.
quite a few times. Man, you really know how to teach. That's a gift.
Yeah.
Definitely has the gift of gab.
But you know, I do get a fair amount of people telling me that I need to get to the point.
Well, you know, you're really talking to a lot of people who are learning,
Yeah.
and they need the explanation.
Well,
Yeah.
and that's, I mean, everybody learns different than
Yeah.
the next person. And so when I do my videos, I talk and explain the same way that I understand.
Yeah.
Because I know that I'm not the only person that learns that way. Like if you, like I have this, like a list here, 1 through 5. If you started at 2 and then went to 5 and then back to 1, I'm completely lost.
Mhm.
I have to start at 1 and finish
Yep.
all the way through. And so that's how I make my videos, because I don't have there's no script. It's not written down. I'm literally talking as it's happening. So whatever's up here is coming out here,
Yep. Right.
you know.
And, you know, if you have a methodical process like that, you're going to develop it. You know, you'll have some consistency in what you're doing. The practice, you know, helps a lot. And That's the way we do it. When I had the Ford program going, Ford came up with a form they called an SPL. It's a single point lesson. How do you turn this thing on? Well, you have to make sure it has power. Then you have to turn the switch to on, and then you have to put it in automatic. Just all these very basic things, but they want everybody in their plant to do, operate a certain machine the exact same way. Day shift,
Right.
night shift, afternoons, whatever. And it makes for a consistent process. And, they make about 1 million F-150s a year and F-250s and 350s, all those plants I was involved with. And I think it pays off, to have an order to things. And
Well, they say consistency is key.
yeah, absolutely.
Well,
Absolutely.
I mean, it's in a manufacturing standpoint, it's consistency. In other things like for what I do, heavy haul and super heavy haul,
Mhm.
it's not. It is consistency, but it's building a what's the word? A routine.
Mhm.
And everybody's routine is different. There's many ways to do it the right way, and there's also just as many, if not more, to do it the wrong way.
Yep.
But as long as you figure out what works for you, as long as you're not in a setting where you have to do it X, Y, Z,
Yeah.
like for instance, when I tie or untie a load, I start on the driver's side at the nose of the trailer, and I go all the way down to the tail, go around the back, and work my way back up the passenger side. I don't
Mhm.
go here, walk around, come back, walk around, come back. I don't do any of that. And I leave all the gear right where I took it off at, and then I'll roll up all my straps, working my way down the trailer.
Mhm.
And as I'm coming back around, I'll shoulder as many as I can carry, which is usually about 8 or 9 at a time.
Mhm.
And I take them all right back to where they go, and I go back and get the rest of them. And I've been doing that for 20 years, and I'm efficient at it. It doesn't take me long to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, not going back and forth cuts your time in almost half,
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
Especially in heavy construction, because those guys are impatient.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, hurry up and get out of here.
Yeah.
Yep,
absolutely.
But all right, well, let's see. Go. You got something?
No.
Oh. Are there any challenges you have faced with growing your channel?
The biggest challenge, I think, and my channel is not big, right? I think I've got 2,460 or something like that subs. And it's taken a while to get there. The biggest challenge is accumulating hours.
Yeah.
That's the biggest challenge. And, I'm not doing it for the money, but I just wish I could get a little bit more outreach. That's kind of the challenge right now.
Right.
Now, because of the surgeries and stuff, I haven't really done any serious projects, but that's, going to change as soon as I get the new shop up. I'll have the space, and of course I won't be working. I'll be retired. That'll help.
Oh, you'll be way busier when you
Yes.
retire.
I know. That's what everybody
Way
says.
busier.
Didn't know how they had time to work.
Yeah.
You should see the honey-do list Mom has for him.
Oh, I'm sure. I know.
Oh, we work together.
Yeah. Today, or this was actually yesterday, we're to the point where we kind of each do, we have a nice, strong marriage. We've been married 47 years, and since we were teenagers. And, we've kind of grown up together, and you get to this point like you guys are. And, our mutual friend, Arco, and Heidi were down yesterday and today. And so he pulls up in front of my house, and he's got this 1947 Ford pickup on the trailer. And all my wife could think was, did he buy that truck? This is what's going through her mind. I said, no, honey, I didn't buy that truck. And then Arco rolls a motorcycle out of the van. I said, I bought that motorcycle. But as long as it's not too far out there, if it's something big, but
Right.
kinda,
Right. That's awesome. Well, that's like Morgan always gives me a hard time about browsing Marketplace and wanting to know what I'm going to show up with next.
yeah.
Actually,
Yeah, also, why are we getting dressed up? Why are we taking the date trip for ice cream? What do you really want to do? That's usually how it goes, especially if it's on a school night.
yeah. Well,
Like,
I don't know. It's like 2 weeks ago. I wasn't even looking for truck parts whatsoever.
wasn't even looking.
No, I really wasn't. I just happened
It's
to
always there.
open up Marketplace just because for whatever.
Yeah,
And
I understand that.
I found a full set of GMC 1-ton dog dish hubcaps,
Oh, nice.
and I've been looking for like a year, and even ones that are beat up and need to be fixed or cleaned up, they're wanting like $250-$400 for them.
Wow. Yeah, it gets
Well-
expensive.
I found these a full set,
Oh, yeah.
and they're all in this good a shape.
Wow.
I mean, I think honestly, all they need is to have the aluminum polished. Actually, I don't know if these are aluminum or stainless.
I don't either, but they look great.
They do. They look really
Yeah.
good.
So the guy I bought it from actually is 15 minutes from my house.
Ah,
And we pulled up, and I was like, is that a 69 Chevy? He's got a 69 Chevy C10.
okay.
And he goes, man, you got a good eye. I was like, I got a 71 sitting at home.
Yeah.
I was like, it's actually my second or third of those. But so these are the square body hubcaps.
Okay.
The ones that he was looking or that he needs are totally different. They're usually white, and these fingers are indented and not protruding.
Okay.
But he has a C10, and the way you can tell that these are 3/4 and 1-ton caps is there's 6 of these black marks.
Okay.
The half tons have 5.
5. That's
Yeah.
kind of that way you can just look at the truck and know is it a 5 lug or a 6? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah, exactly. So now that I got these, I don't have the wheels to put them on.
Well, there's a solution for that.
Right. So there, you have to have something to have a reason to upgrade.
Yep. That's right.
Really?
That's right.
Nope. I'm
So actually, what? How are you? So where you live, is it a Detroit suburb?
No, it's kind of beyond the Detroit suburbs. It is out in it's more country, but it's building up,
Yeah.
But where I live, my mailing address is Brighton, Michigan. That's about 20 minutes north of Ann Arbor.
Okay.
I'm a little bit west of there, and it's more rural. Right across the street from me is I guess you'd call it like a wild game sanctuary type thing, and then another half of it is a golf course. So we don't have any people living over there. There's just a real small street I live on, and it's quiet, and so it's pretty peaceful here. But the towns, they just grow and grow and grow.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You know when a McDonald's or a 7-Eleven goes in, you're in trouble.
Yeah, that's right.
Um,
We didn't have a McDonald's here until I was, I think, a junior in high school,
right.
and that was a long time ago.
So are you still live in your hometown then?
Yes, I do. I've always lived here.
Okay. Nice.
Yep.
Nice. Well, the reason I brought up Detroit is because I'm actually going to order at some point Detroit steel wheels.
Oh yeah. You know where they started? They started about 2 miles north of me.
Oh, no kidding.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think they finally actually did. They do have a facility in Detroit now where they do most of the work.
Yeah,
It was just a small little startup thing, and it became very popular very fast.
they make. I mean, it's crazy because they are old school steel wheels, but they're like really high quality.
Yeah, yeah.
Now I actually want to talk to them and see if I can custom order a wheel that they make. And the only thing I need custom is 8-on-6.5 lug pattern because it only comes on a half-ton pattern.
Okay. Yep.
So I don't know if that's something they'd be willing to do or not, because I can't remember what the name of that wheel is, but I can picture it in my head. It's around the rim, the outer edge of the rim, just inside the lip. It's got the elongated square holes that go all the way around.
Yes.
And those are more what I want for my square body. But they only come in a 6 lug pattern on their website.
Okay.
So I was wanting to see if it's something I could order, or it might be a structural thing.
Could be, but they wouldn't really have to change anything except the hole pattern and number, right?
Yeah.
Press the studs in the same way. Everything would be the same.
Yeah. So, but at some point I would like to get a set of their wheels, and they'll actually install the little tabs for the hubcap to clip onto.
Okay. Yeah.
So because for my square body, the plan is to do a 6.8 lowering kit on it, and it's just going to be a cruiser. It's not going to be. I don't need big horsepower, nothing like that. But we want to LS swap it just for modern drivability and economy.
Yeah.
Lower it and keep it, and it's an original paint truck.
Oh, wow. Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So we want to keep it as classic looking as we can, but just with a modern power plant.
Yeah.
Now the 71, totally different story. That one, we want big horsepower.
Okay.
I would like minimum of 450 horse LS motor.
Yeah.
Between 450 and 600.
That would be a monster.
Yeah. And I want to, it's a 3/4 ton truck, and I don't want to convert it to a half ton.
Mm-hmm.
I want it to be a 3/4 ton truck that handles like a Corvette.
Yeah.
I mean, as close as you can get on a solid axle.
Right. Right. Yep.
And before I bought that truck, I was watching a bunch of different shows on YouTube. There's United by Trucks out of Georgia, Tin Works Fabrication,
Yeah. Yep.
and a few other CPP.
Okay.
They did a few of them, but anyway, they're taking C10s and literally putting Corvette suspensions under them.
Wow.
and
That's quite a conversion.
Yeah, and these things handle like a Corvette, and they do road races and rally races with them and stuff. I don't necessarily want to race the truck.
Yeah.
But I want it to not just look the part, but I want it to be capable of it.
Yeah. Yep.
And so I want to do it with a 3/4 ton. There's places, No Limit Chat or Engineering, the Roadster Shop. I think Roadster Shop's out of Chicago.
Okay.
They make complete frames with independent front and rear suspension for those trucks.
Okay.
I mean, but it's all Corvette stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But so the 71, we want it to look and be built like a pro touring truck.
Yes. Yep.
That's going to be the Friday night hot rod.
Yep.
And the ultimate plan for that is to ship it to Chicago once it's done, and then run Route 66 back to Santa Monica.
That would be a lot of fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
I've been on parts of Route 66 in Texas,
Okay.
but most of it's gone.
Yeah.
So
Well, you weren't around when it was built,
no,
like the rest of
Right.
like the rest of us were.
Right.
no. I looked it up one day, the history on it. It was originally made to get people from the Dust Bowl to California.
Yeah.
That was its sole purpose. But so,
You know, if you want all that dust, all that power, you should just get a Ram.
There you go.
no, you know what? Vice Grip Garage actually did a square body with a Hemi in it.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it, but
I have a 3500 dually, 2012. That's been taken all the stuff off. It didn't have any def on it, but they deleted it and everything and put horsepower.
Yeah.
This thing is probably pushing 500 horsepower to the rear wheels.
That's a great truck.
Driving down the road, you could turn the wheels over. That's how much power it has
With duals.
with duals on it back there.
Yeah. Wow.
So,
That's impressive.
I didn't even have to put an LS motor. I already had a motor in there.
Yeah, that would already do the job, right? Yeah.
well, okay. To be perfectly transparent, it doesn't matter which brand of vehicle that you like best.
I know.
Nobody builds a better diesel than Cummins.
Did I tell you about the Cummins project my son and I did?
No.
He bought he was working out in Colorado. I can't remember the name of the base. You might know it. But he was like a construction supervisor out there for some buildings they were renovating and such. And hey, David popped in. How you doing? So they had this Suburban out there, 87 Suburban, completely rust-free, straight, no dents, not banged up or anything. And it had like 60,000 miles on it. It spent most of its life on a base. And so he bought that and brought it back here to Brighton. And we yanked the motor out of it and put a Cummins in it and converted it over, and that was such a fun project and a fun truck to drive.
Nice.
Real unique, and it was a lot of fun and it looked great. I like doing that kind of stuff. I really do.
Yeah, so I've not done that kind of stuff. I've just watched people do it, and it's like, because I don't have the know-how to do it, or the funds.
Yeah, that's the other part of it. That's the hard part.
Yeah. So at some point, I want to get to that point where I'm like, hey, you know what? Let's just go buy this and do this to it and see what happens.
Yeah. You know what I do? I watch classic car revivals. That guy can make anything and everything run. Yeah, I mean, he's amazing.
Nice.
And, I try to hit him as much as I can. I really do. And they're so much fun. Do you ever get in on their lives? They do quite a few lives every day, every week. And,
I have not yet. To be honest with you, I have not been able to catch a lot of lives. Like I try to catch Glenn.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But my schedule and life has been so crazy this last couple months. I haven't really done much.
Yeah. It's a really, really good channel. I mean, he's got 30 something cars in his backyard and trucks, mostly trucks.
Nice.
And, fun to watch. But just to pick things up, it's really, really good.
Actually, I finally caught up with Tanner's videos.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah. He was doing brakes on one of the Starliners.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's
Really
a really
nice young
good kid.
Yeah, he's a really nice young guy. He's and he's really into it, He's doing his best and doing a good job.
I'll tell you what, before I came across his channel, I never even knew that a Sunliner or a Starliner was a car.
Oh yeah, yep,
Yeah, never heard of them.
yep. Now, did his dad get him one of those, or some? I'm trying to remember how he got his hands on those. And it goes back a little ways now. But anyways, I know.
I think his grandpa collected them.
Oh, maybe that was it.
Yeah, because I mean, I was just amazed because one, I'd never heard of either car, and then on his channel, he's got a whole dealership of them.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and he's just out there getting after it. He's putting floors in and
Yep.
doing all kinds of stuff, and it's just cool to watch.
You know, I think part of the secret is he's so likable.
Yeah,
You know, and the people that are likable and can interact with people well, I think oftentimes do the best.
yeah,
If you're really smart, but you don't have any connection or, you know, any personality going along with what you're doing, there's a lot of YouTube channels out there that can be watched, you know, and people find the ones they like the most, and that's kind of what happens.
YouTube is literally just a wealth of anything and everything.
It is. It is. I think I've learned as much in YouTube as I have in my college getting my degree.
You need to have Heidi make you a shirt that says YouTube University graduate.
That's right. That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Dwayne was talking about doing a book, writing a book here the other night, and then Morgan brought up doing a YouTube channel instead of doing the YouTube channel and the book.
Mm-hmm.
What was the title?
Things I wish my dad would have told me.
Oh, things I wish my dad would have told me.
Yeah.
Little quick one.
Little one-line questions with a simple yes, no, or a simple answer or true,
Mhm.
false. There's
Yeah.
a lot of questions out there, you know, we don't learn in school. You know?
I agree 100%.
And it's like all, you know, if you want to read all that, when Morgan brought up the card thing, there's like, no, the cards, because you sit there and play a game with the cards.
Tell them about
You know,
the
you
card.
can run it through there and ask the other people, you know, and then, you know, you get to see the answers to yourself. So
Right. It's a learning. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
this is something that'll be.
Morgan said to explain the card thing.
Like back up and explain what are the cards.
Oh, all you do is just put the one question on a card,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and basically, like for instance, who came first, the Cowboys or the Indians?
Yeah.
The Indians.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a lot of people look at this thing here, you know, like what, you know, young kids, they didn't know. They don't teach that in school,
They don't.
you know.
Right.
But a lot of other different little, you know, little quirks, little questions, little things that the general knowledge.
Yeah, but
You
they
know?
add a lot.
So,
They really do add a lot to a person's life, you know.
Oh, they do.
oh yeah. You know, and everybody loves playing card games and stuff like
Mhm.
that, you know, just a simple card game, you know, turn it into that. So
Right. Yeah. Good idea.
we're going to work on it.
Yeah, there's along those lines. There was a guy I saw on Facebook. I want to say 2 or 3 years ago, and he's a school teacher, and he holds an after-school program where he teaches kids how to tie ties, you know, like a business tie or a bow tie,
Mhm.
and how to like write a resume and give them the opportunity to present themselves in the professional world.
That's like a mentor.
Yeah.
kind of. Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I think. Like even just something as simple as like this is how you can, you know, put a trickle charger onto a battery.
Yeah, it's
You know what I
simple things that help you, you know.
Yeah.
Because there's someone out there that needs that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's like when I was in high school, we didn't have any shop programs. My sophomore year, they canceled every shop, wood, electrical, automotive, computer lab. They got rid of all of it. Basically, you were in a block class for 90 minutes working out of a textbook.
Yeah.
And some of my friends that are a few years younger than me, they brought shop classes back, but it was like home decor, how to pick out curtains.
Yeah. Who cares?
I told Brandon he was born in the wrong century here,
I know. There's certain people who want to know how to do something, be productive. And when we run out of those people, it's going to be a rough time for the country.
Yeah.
I think they should really start the apprenticeship programs up again. They still have them, but not like they used to. And before I did my full college thing, I was a metal model maker apprentice in the company that I started with in 1977. Paid for all that. You go to school during your working hours, you come back, you get paid for your time. They pay for classes. I think companies could really benefit from that. And I think I probably made more money than all my friends that went to college. Just the normal route. Get a liberal arts degree, or nothing wrong with those. But I was learning a trade.
Yeah.
I wish they would teach that in school right now.
I do too. I think that would change a lot for a lot of people. I spent my first 5 years in this trade making prototype panels for Ford Motor Company in their prototype programs, hammer forming the parts, everything by hand. And it was really a learning experience. And you're working with journeymen as you're becoming a journeyman yourself, and they're teaching you the differences of material, all these different things, how metal flows, how, all these things you really help you a lot when it comes to working with sheet metal or, any kind of fabrication. I just really loved it. And then I moved up in the company some and I was in charge of all of the CAD CAM stuff at the company and the CNC programming and all the CNC machines and stuff like that. So I got exposed to a lot of technology, but I had the background to be able to understand why we were using those things, right? And then how to improve them. And it was just a great time to learn. And that it was, things were still blue collar enough, and working with your hands and all that, and people had a lot of pride in what they did, and we're running low on that in a lot of cases now.
Yeah. Now it's I deserve this. A lot of, and I see it in my industry too. You got guys that with a straight face think they're more skilled and experienced than they actually are.
Yeah.
And then they get upset when, because they're right here, but mentally or in their mind, they think they're way over here.
Right.
And what they don't understand is what's in the way of this gap is right here, because that's where they're actually at.
Yeah. Right.
And I try to tell some of these guys that.
Yeah, they don't know what they don't know.
No, the problem that you're having is an internal problem, because where you're at's in the way of where you want to be.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like, you can't, if you start out at the top and don't start from the bottom and work your way up, you might know a little bit up here,
mm-hmm.
but if something craps out down here, you have no idea.
You're not going to know what to do.
Yeah. And I've had a few guys who are like, well, you're up at the top. I'm like, yeah, but I've also been doing it 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
When I started out, I got the grunt work.
Yeah.
And I mean, I teach guys, new guys here and there. I don't do it as often as I used to. We had a guy a couple of years ago, very overly confident, with a straight face.
Mm-hmm.
But So I excel at super loads.
Yeah.
16 wide and bigger.
Wow. Yeah.
And so this guy was just on it about, I can do this, I can do that, me. Really nice guy, but didn't understand the fundamentals of the basics of
Right.
what we were doing.
You couldn't let them go and just do it, right?
Well, they did.
Well, yeah, but you can't,
Yeah.
Right.
So I get a phone call one evening because we always get our dispatch the night before. And so in every shop, there's always that one tech that acts like they're better than everyone else. Yeah, that's
a
very true.
statement. That's a very
That is so
statement.
true. But so I get my dispatch, and then I get a phone call about 45 minutes later, and they say, "Hey, you're not doing that tomorrow. We want you to ride with this guy. You don't do anything. You just sit there and make sure that he doesn't get hurt."
Yeah.
I said, "Okay, what are we doing?" He goes, "You're going to the galvanizers and picking up a 16-foot wide frame, and you got to take it back down south end of Seattle. Highly, highly densely populated by idiots."
Yeah.
So, and I when I say idiots, I mean motoring idiots, because people can't drive.
Right. It's terrible.
So the funny part was, on the way up, he's got his bravado going, and he's, just high on the hog there. We finally get loaded, and we're getting ready to leave. And I look over, and you can see the white knuckles holding onto the steering wheel. And we haven't left yet.
Yeah.
And so I look over, and I was like, "Are you nervous?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I am." I was like, "Good." He goes,
Yeah.
"Why is it good?" I said, "Because if you weren't nervous, I wouldn't let you try pull this load,
Yeah.
because you'd be dangerous."
You got to respect it,
Absolutely. And so I was kind of razzing him a bit. I said, "Hey, you were telling me that you had this in the bag. This was all day long easy." And he goes, "Yeah, I was wrong." I was like,
That's,
"No, dude."
that's good. That's
Yeah.
good that he felt that way. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And I said, "This is easy. You're just making it bigger than what it really is."
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "It's easy for you." And I was like, "It is easy for me because you are now in my playground.
Yeah. Right.
This is what I do for fun."
Yep.
I said, "So this is what we're going to do. We're not going to cheat to the right or the left side of the road at all. You stay dead center, because I want you to look in your mirrors. What can you see?" He goes, "I just see the load." I was like, "Where your field of vision stops in your mirrors, there is 5 more inches on either side of the truck sticking out that you don't see.
Mm-hmm.
If you cheat one way or the other, you're going to open a car up like a sardine."
Yeah.
And so when we get on the big road, we call 3 and 4 lane roads big road.
Okay.
You're going to center your truck on the zipper line, and you're going to take up 2 lanes the entire route.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you don't veer one way or the other. You keep that the center of your hood right on that dotted line.
That center line of between
Yep.
the 2. Yep.
And so we 2-laned it 45 miles to the delivery, got it down there, no incidents whatsoever. And he got out of the truck, and he let out this hugest sigh of relief. And I was like, "You did a good job. You did a really good job." And so I took a picture of him. He's standing in front of the load like this, just cheesing.
All happy.
Yeah. And I was like, I feel like a proud dad whose kid finally made it in life.
Yeah. You know what? I think that'll make a big difference to him too, because I got to put a little insulin in me here real quick. Because the guy could have said, "Yeah, you made it, but you barely made it," or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And kind of give credit when credit is due.
Well, you don't teach people by being condescending or talking down to them.
Right.
Because they're already at a disadvantage because it's their first time.
Yeah.
And I explained to him, I said, okay, now that you made it here, I want you to know that you did do a good job, but I would not sign off saying that you need to go do this on your own.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is if you want to do 16-foot wide stuff, you need to start out at 10 wide.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason for that is what you do at 10-foot wide, it applies to 12 foot. 12 foot applies to 14, 14 to 16,
Mm-hmm.
and 16 applies to 20, 24, 28, 30. So it's all the things that you learn at 10 foot that magnify the wider you get.
Yeah.
The widest I've been is 26 feet.
Really?
Yeah, and that same load was 85 feet long.
Wow.
And we took that through neighborhoods in North Portland, Oregon.
Really?
They were the steel frames for the Portland Airport's new concourse.
Wow.
So we were on a 4-lane road, and the load was literally curb to curb.
Wow.
But I wouldn't have been picked to do that job if I hadn't started out with 9 and 10 foot wide.
Right. Yeah. You
You
work
know.
your way up and get the tougher jobs and tougher jobs. And
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. Every time I see a trucker out there, and I see plenty of them, right? Because I'm in the Detroit area. When there's someone trying to get over, I just back off, flick my light or something so they know, come on over, man, because I don't, I've never driven a big truck like that, but I gotta believe there's plenty of stress going on, and just give them a break, that's just the way I look at it. And I always do that because the weather gets nasty. People drive like idiots. They don't want to let a trucker over. They don't want to slow down for 3 minutes, while he passes another truck or something. And that drives me crazy.
Well, that's because they're more important than we are.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Yeah. They're too busy with their Starbucks and iPhones.
Yeah. Well, if they run enough truckers off, they're not going to get that stuff.
No.
We can't live without them.
No.
And
literally every single thing that you touch in your life comes on a truck.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing that you don't get on a truck is the air you breathe.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you do if you're on oxygen.
Yeah, right.
But
Somebody's got to deliver that. Yeah.
yeah, well, he was a truck driver for what, 40 years?
48 years.
Wow.
I hauled fuel for 38 years.
No kidding.
Yeah. I'm surprised that I didn't blow up or nobody blew me up.
I
There's many
know.
things that happened and on the road and in gas stations.
Yeah.
So people just don't think about what you're hauling,
Yeah.
It's fuel. Oh, okay. Well, it's contained. Yeah, it's contained, but there's fumes,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just this, I don't know if I want to say selfish or, it's the me generation
Yeah.
coming up, they don't have to wait because they've never had to wait,
It's amazing how many people have never had to work for something.
Mm-hmm. I know.
And that is my generation's mistake. Because it's our kids that are the idiots.
Well, let's see here. I'm trying to think about mine. My kids are, approximately your age. I got a 42, a 39, and then a 36. The two boys are the two oldest, and they do awesome at their jobs. But when it comes to getting married and having kids, they haven't done it. They're just into their careers and that sort of thing. But and I wish they would have had some kids. But my daughter has had 4. I've got 4 grandkids now. But,
So that's my mom's situation too.
Yeah.
I don't have any kids.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm your kid.
Yeah.
It's up to me now.
well, I'm a pet parent. We have a poodle.
That's important.
Yes. Yeah. He's a pretty cool dog.
Now he's a standard poodle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yep.
thought so. Yep, I thought so.
Yeah, he's a standard.
French poodle.
So I was in my 20s, and my mom was on this grandma kick for a while, and she was like, "I'm never gonna be a grandma because you're not having kids," and I'm like, "I got a sister and 2 brothers.
Yeah.
You know,
That are popping them out.
how many
Yeah.
how many kids? How many more kids do you want running around?" You know, but so anyway, this is my brother. He's got 4 boys, and my sister has a boy. But prior to that, I went and picked out a pit bull puppy,
Mm-hmm.
and I brought him home, and I was like, "Here's your grandkid, Mom. Here's your grandpuppy." And so he was Thor. Thor was her grandpuppy, and actually, when I moved up here to Seattle area, I actually left him with her because I couldn't have him where I was,
Okay.
which really sucked. It's actually my probably only regret in life.
Yeah. Those
Um,
dogs, man. So awesome. We've had 2 pit bulls and just love them to death, you know.
yeah, he was an exceptional dog as far as dogs go. I mean, like, he was just such an amazing dog.
Yeah.
Great temperament, personality. He was kind of like a baby, but he was also like a grumpy old man at the same time.
Yeah. The pit bulls, from my experience, they look at your eyes. They want to understand how you're feeling and are you happy, or it's just the way it seems to me.
Yeah,
Very intuitive. You know?
they're the perfect family dog.
Yeah, I agree.
Actually, fun fact: the pit bull is the only dog to make the cover of Time magazine, I think 2 or 3 times.
Really, that's
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
They are actually nicknamed the nanny dog because they will
Yes,
make sure the kids are safe.
they do. They used to the one used to lay out on the sidewalk in front of our house.
Yeah.
And watch the kids in the front yard and just make sure everything was good. And they're happy doing that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mom's got 2. So after Thor passed, I think it was 6 months.
3 months.
3 months after he passed, they
Hi,
she was
Joey.
pretty heartbroken over not having,
Chance.
Oh, yeah.
because the other one, Chance, basically gave up on life because his buddy was gone.
It's amazing.
Yeah. So my best friend, I asked her if she knew anybody that had any pit bull puppies, and it turns out her cousin had 2 litters.
Oh,
And so I got it all set up, and she went down and picked out 2 girls from the same litter. Oh, hang on. I'll show you a picture.
okay.
Yeah. So this is Emma and Josie.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
Trying to get you out of the light there.
So great. Yeah.
Yeah. So Emma's the black one, and Josie's the one that looks like the Hams bear.
Yep. That's such cool coloring, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny thing about Josie is the night that they brought them home. I was laying on the floor playing with the dogs, and they're like this big, and so I'm getting ready to get up off the floor, and I'm laying like this on my stomach. Josie comes and lays right across my top arm with her legs hanging down and goes right to sleep.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, crap, I can't get off the floor now. And that was the moment she picked me as her person.
Yeah. And they do that. They
Yeah.
do that. Joey from Mill Creek is here. He's got a Chihuahua that thinks it's a pit bull.
Yeah.
I think all Chihuahuas have that complex.
Yeah, I think so. Yep, Joey, they're on their way home now.
Yeah.
He kicked out the riffraff.
We had fun. We
Yeah.
went out to lunch. You know, on his way back from Joyce, he stopped by us to see us, Arco and Heidi, and we had lunch, and then they took off. You know, they've been away for a few days now, and needed to get back to their family.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We're coming out to his car show next year.
Oh, it's so much fun. I'll be there.
Nice.
It's so much fun.
I don't think that we're bringing anything. I think the plan is we're going to make a vacation out of it. We're going to actually ride the train from Seattle to there and then fly home.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Where are we going to put the motorhome at?
Arco owns the whole town.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like, you
You'll
know,
be able to park it right there, right on the grounds.
yeah. You know how Mark owned pretty much all of Doofer? Arco owns like 98% of Big Falls.
Really?
Yeah.
And a lot of other property around there. I mean,
Yeah.
he's got. Oh,
He's almost the governor of his own town.
he runs the police department. Heidi runs the fire department. That's kind of the way it is. It's really neat. But seriously, this past summer, we have a friend named Lewis Lee. He lives down really close to Joey at Mill Creek Fab Shop in Youngstown, Ohio. And he brought his schoolie. It's a school bus converted into a motorhome, basically. And so they came and they parked their two. They had another group that was with them. Two big giant school buses that have been converted into beautiful schoolies and parked right there.
Yeah.
Right on the grounds, no problem. No problem.
Did you
And there's
guys
a-
want to go?
Oh, it's
I don't know.
It's
We'll have to check our schedule next year.
I'm sure you're free. It's in August.
yes.
Well, I don't know. That's my birthday. You know,
Oh, it'd be a wonderful birthday present.
Yeah.
where's this at?
Big Falls, Minnesota. About 5 hours from where Rob used to live.
Wow.
You'll tow this side by side.
We'll see what
Or
happens.
have one of the-
Yeah.
It-
Got to get my trailer running so I can haul the Jeep and the Razor together. Then
Yep, there you go.
then it doesn't make any difference. We'll just go anywhere then. from
yeah, that's right. And get out of anywhere with the razor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, if the Razor don't go, the Jeep will. You know.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the plan for next year. I mean, there's a lot of stuff changing in the work environment, so we'll just see how it pans out. We might actually drag the square body out there on a trailer.
That would be
On
cool.
the train.
No, on a trailer.
The not last year, Lewis Lee was they call him the celebrity judge for the show. I did it the year before, and they happened to have a car there that was in process, and so we came up with a trophy for the best project car, and it was
Nice.
really cool, you know, and I mean, everybody can, you know, win something. There's usually quite a few different categories. There's a truck category, you know, obviously best of show and the different cars and whatnot. But it's a first class show out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. I know Morgan really wants to meet Chad from Honest Peyton Speed Shop. They're going to do a competition video on who takes longer to get to the point.
Yeah, Chad's cool. I've been over to his place
I know.
and bought a lot of car parts, and he gave me a lot of car parts. My
Right.
roadster, really, man. You know, in this thing we've got here in this community, people are generous, you know, with their time or with their, you know, whatever their resources and trading things back and forth and all that. And
Yeah. You know, when I started my channel, Arco was the first friend I made on YouTube.
Okay.
You know, like, because like when I look at somebody's channel, I look at their like subscriber numbers and all that.
Yep.
And I think he was at like, I don't know, 50 something thousand at the time. And I had commented on one of the videos he was made working on Convict, and I didn't think anything of it. I just said what I wanted to say or whatever. And he actually messaged me back and went over and checked out my channel. And then we started talking back and forth. And he said the same thing. He goes, once you start meeting people on here, he goes, this is like the coolest community that you're ever going to find.
It's true. It's
Yeah.
true. I met Joey. He was one of the first from Mill Creek that I met and got talking to. Then he introduced me to Arco. He gave Arco my number, and St. Arco called me, and we've all been friends.
Yeah.
Ever since.
So it's cool and it's funny at the same time. So all of my close friends on YouTube, all of you guys are in the Rust Belt.
Yeah. That's why we've done so much body work.
Yeah. But you are, because I don't know anybody on the West Coast. Well, except for Lucky from Lucky's DIY Garage.
Mm-hmm.
But there's nobody in the Pacific Northwest on YouTube that I have interacted with.
Yeah. Yep.
No kidding.
No.
Well,
man.
there's Morgan.
Of course. I highly recommend interacting.
Yeah.
But I'm at the Scrap Whisperer. He's in Washington State, right?
He's in Arizona. Matter of fact.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, sorry. You're right.
Yeah.
I was thinking, yep.
He used to work at the Bremerton shipyard, which I actually drove by twice today while I was at work.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
I'm writing down Lucky's channel. Is it Lucky's DIY Garage? Is that what it was called?
Let me find him here. Put it up on screen. There you go. Lucky's DIY Garage.
Yep. Okay. I'm going to.
Super cool dude. And he's got a lot of great videos that he puts out.
I'm going to go sub him and check him out.
Yeah. Good people.
Yep.
So here's a question. Speaking of YouTube, in your time of making videos, do you still get people that are just say rude things for no reason?
I haven't had too much of that really. A couple of times I have, but it doesn't happen on a regular basis. I know that happens. I mean, I hear people talk about, why are you treating me like that? Or, they just, I don't know. There's enough rude people in the world to go around, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And every now and then they pop in on our channels and,
Yes.
So
early on, I would get people, they were just talking out of the side of their neck for, just because they like the sound of themselves.
Yeah. Yep.
And it would, early in the beginning, it would kind of annoy me, like, because I would go look at their channel. I'm like, man, you don't even have anything.
Yeah.
Like what you're talking about, there's like nothing there that says better.
Yep. It's kind of like that comment that Lucky's made about there's that one guy on the team or a tech that thinks he's better than everybody else and he really doesn't know anything.
Yeah, exactly. And then
Do you look up to them?
What?
Do you look up to them?
Do I look up to who?
Whoever's making the comment that you're talking about, do you look up to them?
Babe, I don't know if you noticed this or not, but I don't.
No, but all
I don't.
I'm
I
saying-
look straight ahead. I don't look up to anybody.
All
No.
I'm
Everybody pretty much looks up to him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. No. But
You see what I'm saying?
yeah. No. I get what you're saying. But I was coming to a point.
Matter.
I was coming to a point in the Chad and Morgan fashion the long way.
You're welcome for the long trip.
So Morgan was watching a deal, I don't know, about a year ago. I think it was on YouTube. And because we're researching how to do better to grow the channel.
Yeah.
And this lady was like, I love it when people leave hateful comments on my videos. And she goes, every time somebody comments something negative or mean, that means I just grew another level.
Yeah.
And as you progress and get better at whatever your niche is, the level of hate increases, which means you've gone into a new classification of where you're at.
Yeah.
Um, which
Cream rises to the top, right? And everybody wants
Yeah.
to.
yeah, Macho Man.
Say it right.
Yeah.
I mean, say it right, please.
I don't do that one that well.
Oh, come on.
But
3 minutes.
yeah, 3 minutes of playtime. But so with that being said, I've noticed I haven't got any like mean comments in several months, which means I must be like plateaued.
people learn to respect, you know.
Well,
And
yeah.
it really, you know, and that's good because I don't know. It can be frustrating when people do make those rude comments. They're totally uncalled for.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but we can let them run off the back and you know, don't have to treat them in the same way. And you know, everybody becomes better for it is our hope. And
Yeah.
so,
I mean, it's unfortunate, but at the same time, it's, you know, it's just like they say, you can't have the good without the bad,
right.
you know, and the bad makes the good that much better.
Yep.
Because it lets you appreciate where you're actually at and what you got going on
Mm-hmm.
when somebody, you know, compliments what you got going on.
Right.
You know, just yesterday, a person commented on. I did a video, I don't know, a month or two ago on. It's a complete beginner's guide on how to set up your Art Captain plasma cutter.
Okay.
And they were like, "Thank you so much for that video. It was super informative and very helpful to a complete newbie."
Yeah.
And I was like, and that's what I was telling Morgan. I was like, if just one of my videos out of however many I got helps one person, then I succeeded in my goal.
Yeah. Yep.
You know.
Yep. And I think that's another thing that, like with your channel, it's this way. It's not so much about you, right? But it's about sharing what you have with other people, you know, with watching your welding go from beginning to, you know, good welder in a short amount of time. Well, that makes people think, wow, I didn't know I could, you know, that could be done that fast, that type of thing. And it makes people strive harder to become better.
Oh, it does. It does. I'll be honest with you. I didn't think I would progress that fast either. I really didn't.
You've done great. You've done great. And,
Thank you.
It's really been a lot of fun watching you. You know, it's been a really good experience.
Well, I appreciate that very much.
Uh,
I've actually started. Well, I started it, but then I haven't touched it in about a month now, just because life's been happening. But I started teaching myself how to TIG weld.
Excellent. Yep.
They actually sent me a 205 amp welder that it has a thumb switch on it, but it will accept a pedal too if I buy it.
Yep.
Which is great because my other machine does lift TIG and I was getting frustrated with it.
Yeah.
But so, and then turns out my neighbor is a pipe fitter.
Oh, okay.
And he TIG welds oil pipe.
Okay. Yeah.
So he actually came over and showed me a few tricks, and I didn't know it at the time, but he actually used to teach welding. And he goes, so I'm just going to show you something and then let you practice with it and figure it out. He goes, and then we can teach you something else. I'll show you something else. You can practice with it, and eventually you'll be able to combine all the techniques together.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, which is great because I don't know beans about TIG welding other than it is an art form.
It is, but I found that I would rather TIG than MIG, even though, you know, MIG has a lot of advantages. I mean, a lot of advantages, but the TIG welding, you have so much more control,
Yes.
and it looks so nice, when you're done. It's really, I don't know. It's my favorite type of weld, but I still use my stick welder and I still use my MIG welder. And right now I'm not using it too much because my garage is packed tight. But
Yeah. Now, have you ever done any acetylene welding?
yes.
How do you like how do you like that compared to like MIG welding or modern TIG?
I prefer either one, MIG or TIG, far above the. It's just harder to do, at least for me. I took my first classes with that in '77, and so it was a long time ago. And then got introduced to the what I call real welding. Although I think oxyacetylene takes more skill to do a good job because
Right.
it's harder, it's more difficult, in
Yeah.
in my opinion. Now I've done some brazing and things like that that I enjoy doing. If you've ever seen that shifter, I don't know if you've watched iSpider Garage, but it's Bryce's channel, Bryce DeCastro, and he, matter of fact, he does. I think it's might be the first Saturday of every month car trivia show on YouTube. It's so much fun, and you actually learn a lot on there about cars. And it's a trivia game, and the people who are watching are the ones who vote. So whether their answers are right or wrong, it's got a lot to do with personality and that sort of thing too.
Right.
But he's got a shifter in his Ford F-250 pickup truck that I think that was his first project ever, and he's still doing things with it, and he's had it for probably 4 or 5 years maybe, and so I had this Hurst shifter, the handle. It's like a pistol grip,
Right.
but it had been a little bit beat up through the years. So I had to do some brazing on it, aluminum brazing and such, and that type of thing, and finish it off and send it to him, and he uses it in his truck, and it's really cool to see it in there. But that was a brazing project I did, and at that time, it was probably a couple years ago, or maybe even longer. I
Right.
hadn't done brazing in a long time, but I am a real believer in it. It's comes in good for repairs,
Nice. Now, Morgan actually knows how to acetylene weld.
Yes,
Um,
I'm not that talented.
I'm not either. She knows how to acetylene weld and stick weld really well.
Yep.
And then when I got my MIG welder, it took her a little while to come around to it, but then she asked me some questions. I kind of showed her a couple of things, and now she's out. She's in the garage far more than I am, and she's cutting and welding. And matter of fact, let me grab something real quick that she's been making. These things are so cool.
Good. Yeah.
Does it have a light in it? No, the tubing.
Yeah, grab the tube, all the keys are already at the top of the thing. Wake up the tag.
Yeah, Christian, that's what my oxyacetylene looks like, Fabri-Cobble welds.
Okay, so I had this idea, and then I told her about it, and she's just ran with it. So 4-inch square tubing diamond cut.
Oh, wow.
Now this is a forced patina. This is not natural,
Okay.
and
Looks good.
it is clear coated.
That looks
So-
good.
What it is a tiki torch.
Oh man, that is really neat.
Yeah.
That is really neat.
For the tabletop. Now she's making making them in different sizes, and she's selling them in a 3-pack. You get like a 8, 11, and a 15-inch tall.
Okay. Yeah.
And she's also playing around with some other sizes, but this is all I did was tell her I wanted to diamond cut a piece of 4-inch tube and stick a tiki torch in it. And this is all her.
That looks beautiful.
Yeah. And I'm really glad she did this because I've been trying to figure out how to recreate patina because I'm going to have to do it on the 71 when I do repairs.
Right.
So
Yeah.
what is it? Vinegar, salt, and
No, I'm kidding. It's some peroxide.
vinegar, salt, and peroxide solution.
So he didn't buy a Poppy's patina or anything like that off the shelf.
No,
That's
actually,
awesome.
I bought 2 cans of Vice Grip Garage's patina preserver the other day.
Okay.
So, his Shine Juice. So
I'm really excited.
it says 3 16-ounce cans will completely coat a full-size square body.
Okay.
So I got a full-size square body, which, by the way, is a 77.
Okay.
So
Awesome year, man.
it is. It is. Nice thing too. It came with a little card. We actually have a chance to, if we take good enough photos of it, we could be picked to have it put up on the website.
Ah, yeah.
So
a few ideas we've been playing with.
yeah, we got some ideas, but yeah, she did. She's been working on these for what, a week straight now.
No, I've had other stuff going on too, but
They look great.
I've been getting more
Okay,
prominent about them.
we have a small debate on these torches. I want your guys' opinions, Bill, and you guys in the comments. Okay. So you see how you can see the torch
Mhm.
sticking up inside there? Now, my idea was to actually recess it down further to where the stop is, to where you don't see this, but you just see the flame.
Flame. Mm-hmm.
Now, I like the way this looks with the torch, but we haven't made one yet, but I'm really excited to see what it's going to be where this is all hidden and you
Yeah.
just see the flame.
That's the fun about that. It gives it like a kiss of color because some of them have different colored glass in them.
Yeah, Glenn, I can send you a picture of this so you can show her.
Yeah, it's like a kiss of color. You know, when you get some of the different clear glass ones that have like
Yeah,
a light
so,
blue or a green. So that's what's fun about them. That's why I like it that way.
She actually found so this is actually a glass canister.
Okay.
She actually found some that's kind of like stained glass.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. Not like in a church stained glass, but it's colored translucent, you know.
Yep.
But yeah, this is all Morgan's creativity.
That's nice. Yeah.
So I think they turned out great. I mean, the garage reeks of vinegar, but
Vinegar is an amazing thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
It really is, you know.
Great cleaner.
It-
Love it.
Oh,
It can really dissolve rust and stuff like that. I mean, it's really good at a lot of things.
yeah, and in this case, it's forcing rust.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Proper color.
What is that? What percent is that vinegar? Is it 10?
It's just regular.
Yeah, it's just regular vinegar.
Yeah. Yep.
And get more potent.
There's a channel, Salvage to Savage. They're out of Florida. They do some really, really nice high-end work on like Lincolns, the C10s, like the early mid 60s, and then like 67 through 72s. They're working on a Chevelle and a Lincoln right now. Anyway,
Okay.
They were replacing a tailgate with a reproduction tailgate on I think it was a 65 or 6 Chevy.
Mm-hmm.
And he scuffed it up with a DA sander and did a solution kind of like hers, but I think he was using a 40% vinegar, and then he soaked the metal down, and then put a rag soaked in vinegar over it and let it sit for, I think, 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, babe,
Yeah.
are you reading the comments? They love your tiki torches.
Oh, really? No, I'm fighting with my father right now.
You're fighting with snacks? Is that what you said?
My father. I just started the kettle. I need some apple cider to get back into the holiday spirit and cheer.
But yeah, that's what she's been working. I mean, she's been like, babe, I can't talk right now. I got forward progress going on this, and I'm like, all right, go for it, but I keep calling her because I want to talk to her, and she's like, I can't talk, I'm working.
Where are you working? In the shop.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't even need to ask.
All right, Glenn. Well, thanks for stopping by. I'll text you some photos of these.
I'll make some posts. These were just kind of the announcement for them, and they are available for shipping if anyone would like to support them.
Are you guys able to hear?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I can.
Okay.
Thank you. I wanted to make sure I was talking about it.
Yeah. We are getting your rack boxed up tomorrow, and we should have it out this week.
Just let me know what you got coming. That's all.
Yeah. No, we will. We got two of them that have to go out this week. One is for the Secret Santa.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So, yeah, and there's a lot of choices out there, for those things, but I'm not using a machine. Mine are all handmade.
Yeah.
So no two are exactly identical.
Right.
But I think they work. I actually got the idea from Matt.
Oh, okay.
Because originally I just made the little hooks,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just kind of putting them willy-nilly wherever. And he was like, you ever think about mounting them to a board or a piece of flat bar? And he goes, just putting them in a row. And I was like, no. And I thought about it for 2 days after he said that, and then I turned around and made one.
Yeah. I think they're great, personally. I really do.
Yeah. And
Amazing.
one thing you'll really like is each one of those hooks will hold 10 discs.
Yeah, that's nice.
So around here, we go through a lot of 40 grit.
Okay, yeah. I go through a lot of cutoff wheels and then the flap discs and stuff,
Yeah.
too. But
Well, that will hold. So those cutoff discs that I told you about,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think if I remember right, the one in the garage has 2 full sets of those on one hook.
Yeah, because they're so 40,000 thick or something. They're pretty thin. Yeah.
Yeah, and so we got a 4.5 inch angle grinder for Mark Captain, and it comes in a kit.
Mm-hmm.
And they give you all the things. You get 2 cutoff and 2 grindstones.
Oh, it's amazing.
But we used their cutoff wheel, and then we compared it to the ones that you're using.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a little bit thicker of a cut, and it seems like it's not as abrasive, but it still works really well.
Yeah.
The ones I sent you the link to, you're not supposed to, but you can sand with them. Now I will say the ones that I sent you the link to, I am still working on my first order from 2 years ago. I haven't burned through them all.
Yeah.
And I did have 2 come apart on me in use.
I've had them come up. Not that the new ones. I just started using those, but
Yeah.
Benchmark Abrasives makes a great one too, and I've had them come apart. But it's usually I will realize that I've just put too much pressure on it. That's the thing that caused it for me, and we get a little impatient.
No, have a good night, Joey. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. We appreciate you.
See ya, Joey. Good luck on that new truck.
One thing I learned too is if there's a chip in the cutting edge, to just replace it.
Yep, that's right. Because that'll catch on the edge, and next thing you know, you're eating a disc.
Yeah, that actually happened on the 71. So on the bottom of the bed where it kind of curls under,
Mm-hmm.
it was rotted out because it had a saddle tank, and somebody decided to roll up a vinyl floor mat and act as a bushing between the tank and the bedside, and it rotted out the lower bedside.
Yeah.
So I was cutting it, and it started coming apart and hitting the face shield. I mean, like hard.
Yep.
And so I let go with one hand of the grinder, and it caught the body and went up and put like a 6 or 8 inch gash in the sheet metal. Like not like a groove. It went all the way through.
Yeah. Yep.
And so I was out there with the flux core welder, tacking it back together and trying to grind it smooth. I mean, a high build primer and probably a little bit of putty will hide it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yep.
So, well, Bill, it's been about 2 hours. I know it's quite a bit later.
Is it really? Wow. That was fun, man. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah. We really enjoy doing this, and it's more like just buddies hanging out.
That's what it's all about. Yeah.
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 Yeah. I know a lot of podcasts are they stick to a script, and we do have questions we like to ask, and we're thinking of more questions because we also want to promote your channel.
Yeah, that's what this community does, things like this, or just talking about the other channels that we watch and such. It's
Oh yeah, absolutely. Morgan handed me a note here. Let me see.
I can't understand it, but she got me
That's right.
Oh, okay. So yeah, no, it is a lot of fun. It's something we really enjoy doing. And it's going to progress. We're still figuring it out,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But and our captain has been really great to us too. I mean, phenomenal.
Yeah, they have.
They really set us up good, and we're super appreciative for that. I'll be honest with you, 2 years ago, I never thought in my wildest dreams anything like this would be happening.
Yeah.
And it has just been the coolest thing. And that grinder is really impressive, to be honest.
Yeah, I'll have to look at those.
My favorite.
It-
You sent the note over. I'm like, better be charged.
It comes with two 20-volt batteries. I mean, like, you get everything.
Yeah.
2 batteries, a charger, all that. And the nice thing is they're Makita batteries.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. So, which if you got Makita batteries, you're golden.
Yeah.
But it's what? Sorry, Mom was saying something. But yeah, no, it's a really great thing. They
Got Mom and Mo after you.
they got their Black Friday sale going on right now. I think I might have to order some more stuff.
I should take a quick look at that.
Yeah,
It was nice meeting you.
It was nice meeting both of you. It was really nice talking to you earlier.
You also.
Thank you.
yeah, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. It's nice.
Yeah, if you check them out, enter the code Midnight Customs, and it'll
Okay.
knock off another 5%.
I'll do that. Check them out.
Yeah, they've really updated their catalog in the last couple of weeks. They've got a bunch more stuff on it now than they used to.
Okay. Yeah.
So, their welding hoods are fantastic. I'm on my second one now because I upgraded to a different one.
Okay.
But they work really good. Actually, I buy my gloves from them because they're like $17.
Okay.
And they use I weld fairly consistently, so they last quite a while. I mean, you're still going to burn your finger, but
Yeah.
yeah, they make a really nice product. I am extremely impressed with it, and a lot of guys I've talked to, they're like, there are $5,000 comparable machines that don't perform as well, and I don't know because I don't have one of those.
Yeah. And I've never welded on one of those either,
Yeah, well,
not much. Yeah.
my buddy at work, he's our fabricator, and he goes, look, he goes, unless you just like throwing money away, he goes, for what you're doing, you don't need a red one or a blue one.
I agree.
He goes, if you're running a shop and you're doing production, he goes, you want red or blue.
Yeah.
But I was like, well, because at the time I didn't know that there was any other welder besides Miller Lincoln and Harbor Freight.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. I've got a Yes welder that I haven't gotten out of the box yet, and I've had it for probably a year.
Yeah.
But since my garage has been, basically shut down, I just don't have any room. And then, of course, the surgeries. So when that garage opens up, then I'll be able to get the new welder out and start trying it.
nice.
So
I haven't done anything with the Yes welder. I looked at them. When I bought my MiG 200, I was looking at Yes welder and Art Captain side by side on Amazon,
mhm.
and it was a better price for the same comparable functions.
Yeah. Mhm.
And I'm actually really glad that I went with Art Captain because it's turned out to be a fantastic machine.
Yeah. Yeah. And they've been great working with you. I mean,
Oh yeah. Yeah, we are extremely grateful for working with them. It has been a fantastic opportunity, and actually I've got videos to make for them still, and I just been so busy. I haven't made any videos for myself.
Yeah.
So
As long as you're getting content out, that's the main thing.
well, that's it. I got to do a second part to getting the 71 running because I have the wrong fan. It's not set up for a fan clutch.
Yep,
It's a
I
direct
saw
mounted
that, yeah.
blade. So I got a couple more parts. There's a guy going to ship me a fan blade this week for it, the correct one. So
Yep.
maybe after Thanksgiving we'll get back to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have noticed more people like the videos on either one of the trucks compared to the fabrication videos.
That people who are, are into cars and they're not fabricators themselves. It
Right.
might not catch their interest, but I think those ones that do stick with you, they we're all learning, we're all in the learning, no matter who you are, you're always learning. And,
Yeah,
we'll
well,
pick up.
I put out that video the other day and I went from 593 subscribers to 605 just from that video.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah. So it's been, I love it. It's fun. It's fun and it's frustrating. It can be frustrating, but it's a lot of fun and it's very rewarding to sit there and look at your analytics and be like, wow, I'm doing that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. It's almost like watching your stocks and bonds.
Yeah, but those can hurt.
They hurt more when they don't work out.
Yep.
Oh, that's
My brother says, dude, I'm still shocked you picked up welding.
I didn't know that was your brother.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
brother Brett.
He's the oldest of the twins.
Okay.
So I think he's like a whole 7 minutes
Yeah.
senior.
He's still the older.
Yeah. Yep. So, but yeah, we'll let you get to your evening, and we're gonna have some family time here. And
Sounds good. Well, thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it.
absolutely, and we'll have you on here again if you're up for it.
Anytime. Just say the word.
All right, will do. Thank you, brother.
All right. Thanks a lot. See you
Yep.
later, and whole family.
Yep.
Good to see everybody. Yep. Take care.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye. We'll see you later, brother.
Excellent. See you later.
All right. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and don't forget to hit that like button and please subscribe if you haven't already to Edge of Eternity with Bill Cameron and Midnight Customs
Yeah.
and Foothill Mow Fabrications.
Yep.
So, good night, everybody.
Thank you. Good night.